Okay, so this is gonna be a quick recap for this position on HO long, which I took in the live stream, but this is a more of a kind of quick but still an in-depth breakdown of that position. Okay, so I longed this day Friday, which is here and here, and Friday 22 is here, just off of HO's framework. If I rewind that daily candle, reload on कितना time लगाती है भाई. One thing which I could clearly see is I have a established protected string in Dravik here, clear opposing draw open. This day did not hit it clearly, so I could still frame continuation the next day till the objective. Okay, but at the same time I would pay attention to its correlated pairs as well. How Thursday closed on the RB RB reaching a relevant swing, so it could reverse off of here. So, but the daily candle closed through it. Then my attention from here would go to previous day high. I would wanna see how RB would react to previous day high. And then CL still kinda same framework, manipulating off of here, so still bullish till here at least. So CL and HO trimming bullish, RB bearish, but going on to HO's framework, why did I take it? So one thing which I would obviously expect, if I'm expecting continuation till here, I would expect the EQ of previous day's range to hold, and price does me a favor, does not engage my objective and comes back away from it, giving me enough room to frame a position. That is something I would like, but still I do have a kinda conflicting bias between correlated assets. HO tells me to long, RB tells it could be framed lower shorts at the same time off of previously high, right? Off of here. So then I would pay proper attention, and my plan was to see. I came around charts at 8 or 9 a.m. that same day. I long these 8 a.m. 8, or I watched it around 9 a.m. At this moment, RB was showing a bit of a weakness. Maybe, yes. So then, one level which I was concerned about was this. If I were to short, I would short RB till this previous day's EQ, and if it displaces through these both levels, then framing it to previous day low here. This was my plan for RB, but when I do have conflicting bias, I do demand proper structure, and I lean on to a bit of a waiting mode for something to confirm idea for one asset and invalidate idea for the other asset. So for RB, the same thing, one which I try to do one thing is I don't try to pick the entries early. I let them confirm them and let them show their hands, and don't try to pick them early, because just take RBI as an example here. If it wanted to go till here, which it could if it was meant to be a bearish day because small opposing wick, and if it is meant to be a reversal here of a previous day, it could 100%. And if it wanted to reach there, it would certainly displace through this as well, right? So why not wait for it displays through here? Because at the same time its correlated asset is showing signs to reach higher somewhere here. So why not wait? This is something which I use when I have conflicting bias with correlated assets. Like pick a relevant string on the way to its objective. Like if this asset tells bearish, if the other assets tells bullish, pick one relevant string for this, pick one relevant string for that. Like if it displaces through this or manipulates this, then I will do this, that. And my idea for HO was this. I was wanting to see if this range which is here, if this holds or if this fails, then I would want to see how price would react to low of the day, which is also resting around equilibrium of the range. If longs 100% then HO, right? ये क्यों दिखा रहा है? मैंने ऑफ तो किया, तो मैंने ये करा. If longs then 100% HO because high time frame framework says to long HO. I'm not building my bias off of hourly or something, building bias or picking the drop from daily, then using hourly or 15-minute 4 hour to navigate that narrative, right? So if this range holds, then long off of here. If this doesn't, then I would want to see what a manipulation if I were to long HO. If price fails to manipulate here, like fails to manipulate, then I won't short HO as well. Then I would short RB till previous low. This was my plan simply. And CL wasn't looking much clear, nice, so I wasn't paying much attention to it simply. Only two assets which I could frame till a logical draw. One thing which is necessary is having an objective, a draw, which I did have in RB and HO. So that was my plan. So it was just waiting, kind of waiting, and no clear something here, something was given here, and this range wasn't holding. So then I was into a waiting period and wanting to see how price would react there. Low of the day, which is resting just above the EQ of previous day's range. Because if these two levels fail, then HO's long framework also fails. And if HO's long framework fails, then RB's short framework comes into play. So then I would short RB. But if these levels sponsor a reversal higher, then its framework is still valid to long and objective is still intact. So I would prefer this, right? Which is exactly what happened. So 10 a.m. comes, tags, the low of the day immediately starts to displace away. So yes, I could consider this as a reversal. Aggressive move out, aggressive move back inside, right? If we have a look at it from the M15 charts perspective, this is a reversal to me at least. Immediately tags, immediately returns back. It had some kind of SMT there as well, if I'm not wrong. Just a second. RB or something. Yes, you could use it with RB. Low of the day is protected 10 a.m. Doesn't sweep any of these lows. Or with CL. That SMT you can use with this, or you could use with low of the day. Any works. But I didn't simply take this initial reversal entry. I was using it for framework to see if the framework is good enough. If it is good enough, this would hold and give another continuation entry, which it ended up giving. So this is what I took. I took it on M3, trusting this swing, this as a continuation entry away from intraday reversal. 10 a.m. immediately expanding. This also adds in to my framework. ये चल क्यों नहीं रहा है? मेरा भी लेफ्ट हो जाता है जस भाई, आजकल पता नहीं क्या सीन है. I took this here, 10 a.m. already adding to my narrative, and then this enough range opposing candles, series of opposing candles clearly getting displaced through. So yes, then I trust this swing to the objective, and yes, hence this was my entry here. I just showed the M5 here. Entry was on M3, but this chart is M5 because this looked much better till the objective. So this was my entry around here. Got a good feel, I would say. यार इसकी विजिबिलिटी किसने ऑफ कर दी? And yes, this was my position for HO. Then I am entered with my invalidation stop loss set here. And once I see another enough range opposing candle form and getting displaced through, then I trail my stop till here and then just holding on to it, and then it reaches my objective. This was my position, and that same idea I did call out in the live stream as well. So yes, this was my position. Any doubts, or else I would hop off? Sister. ये ये तो आपने देखी थी जस भाई, शायद है ना ये वाली पोजीशन? हाँ जी, हाँ जी. हाँ, ऑफ कर दो ना फिर. Okay then, I will hop off. Meet you all till the next time.